Welcome to Video Lesson in English 9. Hello everyone, this is Sir Gabayeron Buenafe of Iloilo City National High School, SDO Iloilo City. And here I am again to give you another day and episode of learning.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
Do you know who is this? And what do you think is essence to our lesson today? Don't worry, I am going to introduce him for you in a short while. Sit back and I will be giving you what are the components of today's lesson. See you later! Learning competency. Analyze literature as a means of valuing other people and their various circumstances in life. Objectives. Analyze the speech as a means of looking closely at situations the country is facing at present. Create a poster depicting one's dream for the Philippines. Learning content. Analysis of a speech, I Have a Dream, by Martin Luther King Jr. References. K-12 Curriculum Guide, A Journey Through Anglo-American Literature Learners Material for English, Online References. Welcome back, dear students and avid viewers. To begin with our lesson, I will give you the first task, which is called Think Tank. Are you familiar with John Lennon and his song Imagine? I want you to listen closely for you to answer our activity later on. Did you sing along? If you couldn't resist from it, why not? Anyway, I have lifted some parts or lines from the song, and here they are. Basically, all you have to do is to continue those lines with your own words to come up with an idea. You may share with me your answers during the online class. If you have noticed, the common word among the lifted lines from the song is imagine, and it is synonymous to the word dream. Dream is such a powerful word. Dreams encompass goals and more. They give your life a purpose, direction, and meaning. They shape your life choices, help you build toward the future, and give you a sense of control and hope. Today, and this lesson, we will find out what is this dream all about, and from whom it is coming from, and for whom it is addressed.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. One day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day, right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning, "My country, tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And when we happen, when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, "Free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty."
You have just listened or read the speech of the American civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. It was considered one of the strongest and influential speeches in the history. It was entitled, "I Have a Dream." King delivered his famous speech as he stood before a crowd of 250,000 people in front of the Lincoln Memorial on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington. The speech was televised live and 1 million of viewers. Accordingly, one of the reasons that this speech stands above all other speeches of King and nearly every other speech ever written is because its themes are timeless. It addresses issues that American culture has faced from the beginning of its existence and still faces until today: discrimination, broken promises, and the need to believe that things will be better. You may copy and answer the questions and send to our group chat. Go back to Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream." You have noticed that he used geographical orientations as vehicles of idea. Match column A with column B to complete King's characterization of social injustice in his time. Copy and answer and send to our group chat. You have just seen pictures depicting current situations in the country. Your task is to choose one and write your insights. Here are the guide questions. I am showing the pictures with the current situations in the Philippines for you to have another glance to choose which one you would prefer to select and to give your insights. Do this activity in a whole sheet of paper and wait for me to announce the schedule to pass it. As the instructions stated, catch Martin Luther King Jr.'s dreams in the graphic organizer and highlight his most important dreams on liberation, change, and social injustice. This is how your graphic organizers look like. Still, you need to pass your answer through our GC. Look back to the pictures you have analyzed earlier and make a representation of your dreams for our country in a poster. It will be done in a 1/8 illustration board. And don't forget to study the rubric to get a high score. How do you find our lesson today? Did you enjoy and learn something? Can you give me virtual thumbs up? I presume you do it. Thank you. Before I end this video, may I present to you once more the quotation taken from the legendary man's speech entitled I Have a Dream, and I quote, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." This is addressed for all of us, regardless of our individual differences. We should be treated equally. Don't let others judge you, but never judge anyone. Live with your dreams and share to the rest. And for those who have no internet connectivity, may I refer you to your module. Study and read all the tasks by following the instructions. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. God bless us all.